Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati was born on April 6, 1901, in Turin, Italy. He is widely known for serving the poor, enjoying outdoor sports, and ultimately loving Christ and doing everything for His glory. Frassati always went out of his way to show Christ's love to others, no matter how difficult the circumstances. Born into a wealthy family, he always had everything he needed. However, he would humbly begin and end his day with prayer. He would often kneel at his bedside and say a daily rosary. Being so exhausted from the day before, in which he would serve the poor and play sports all day, his father would sometimes find him asleep in his praying position. His father was an agnostic, and he was also stingy with his riches. Even though he only had 2 children, he would not give them much spending money. Whatever little money Frassati did receive, he would give it all to the poor. After praying, he would get ready to start his day by disguising himself. He would walk the streets dressed as a normal citizen, rather than the wealthy person he was. He did not want others to feel inferior to him because of his wealth. This drew many young people towards him, and he could often be found playing sports with them in the neighborhood. Since he radiated Christ's love in everything he did, he would always pray before or after a game. Frassati is mainly known for caring for the poor. He usually had a busy day ahead of him, but he did not mind putting someone else's needs before his schedule. Even though he rarely had loose change or spending money in his pocket due to his father's greed, Frassati continued to give whatever he had. He would give the clothes off his back to those who had little, and the shoes on his feet to those who had none. He always put others before himself, never failing to radiate Christ's love for others. Frassati never played sports and helped others for himself, but rather for the glory of God. He was a living tabernacle of Jesus, and anyone who crossed his path could testify to that. At the young age of 24, he suffered from polio, which he contracted while serving the poor. During this time, he was helping a poor man who was very ill. Since he did not want to leave him helpless, he wrote a letter with a paralyzed hand to his friend, stating the certain medicines he would need for treatment. On July 4, 1925, Frassati passed away, and many people mourned over his passing. Literally thousands of people lined the streets of his funeral because he had helped so many of them. It was not until this incredible sight did Frassati's parents realize how much he cared for others, to the point of disguising himself. Everyone who knew him immediately knew the love of Christ.
So what's your name?
Adrian Pichardo.
So I hear that Pier Giorgio Frassati impacted you on this exact court, is that right?
Yes, he did.
Can you elaborate on that, please?
Every day we'd play a pickup game, and he would dedicate every game to our Lord, and I just thought that was really cool. And every day he would come and visit me, and we'd play, and after each game we would pray.
So what's your name?
Hi, I'm Josh Martinez.
Hi, Josh. So why did you decide to have your interview at this location?
Actually, about a year ago, I would sleep here all the time because I was a homeless person. And I didn't really know Mr. Frassati before, but I would see him every once in a while playing with the youth. He was really into guiding them into a better way. And one day in particular, I slept here, and it was very cold, extremely cold. And I see a man walking this way. It was Frassati, and he gave me his jacket, he clothed me, and he took me into his care. We found a homeless shelter. I got a job and fixed my life around. And the most interesting thing about him was he was like radiating Jesus. He was such a spiritual being.